puck gets dropped, and away we go here as the Silverbacks play the puck inside the Prince George end. Here's Charlie Bankier. He'll play that off the side wall, clears that towards. He gets hauled down, and that will result in a tripping penalty here as Prince George gets the first power play opportunity, nearing just a minute and a half into the first period.
Yeah, Spruce Kings were caught running around in their own zone, but Salmon Arm deciding to play with the open hand a little bit, and they got caught on one of those holds, and Spruce Kings going to have the first power play of the game here. And you know, the Salmon Arm coaching staff won't like the fact they took a penalty 200 feet from their own goal.
Puck gets dropped, and Salmon Arm wins the draw in their own end, but big hit there by Stockfish on C.J. Foley. Puck comes up to the right point to LaFranc. LaFranc plays that over to Harrington. Traffic in front. Here's LaFranc. The top. Over to Harrington. He'll creep down. He'll settle left point. Sends that over to Ty Gagnon at the right point. Gagnon swaps. He'll play that to LaFranc. LaFranc settling, trying to find a lane. Sends that over to Harrington. Still yet to get a shot on net here in the power play. Shot, that goes off the end wall. Here's Ty Gagnon. Gagnon sends that over to LaFranc. LaFranc steps in, takes a shot. Glove save made by Tubble.
Took a little while to get the shot that they wanted there as the Salmon Arm Silverbacks stayed tight to the box, but LaFranc seeing I shot, Tubble the save, and Ty Gagnon along that near corner closest to us, trying to get a juicy rebound in front, but Salmon Arm holding sway here so far in the PK.
Here's face-off win by the Spruce Kings. Mackel left circle, takes a shot. That gets deflected by Liam Steele. And Reed Varconi will clear that down the length of the ice. Aiden Fedema will settle that down. Coming up on a 1 minute remaining in the penalty to Ryan Gillespie. Lyndon Mackel crossing center ice. He'll come in, looks to deke around, ends up losing control of the puck in the left corner and tries to drop that down. Jake Schneider chasing after it. Liam Steele boxes him out, comes up to the left point. Greaves holds the line. Greaves coming over. He'll play that down. Owen Goodbrand back to Greaves. Greaves sends that back to Goodbrand. Goodbrand steps in, sends that up the left point to Fraser. Fraser bobbles the puck for a moment. Here's Fraser, takes a shot, loose in front. And Reed Varconi clears that away. A juicy rebound there, but the Spruce Kings unable to pounce on that one. As 15 seconds remaining in the penalty to Gillespie. Here's Stockfish. He'll come in past the blue line. Ends up losing it, and that will get cleared down the ice by Salmon Arm. Will collect it. Allen. Here's Goodbrand chasing it down on Steele, trying to force a turnover, but unable to get to it, but is able to tie the puck up as Stockfish comes away with it. Here's Bankier, takes a shot, tipped, and that gets sent away by Steele.
So far in the first 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Face-off won by Gagnon, but here's Nathan Mackey forcing a turnover as he chases it down. He's got Stavroff coming down in the slot. And Salmon Arm comes up with their first opportunity and puts it in past Fedema.
A bit of a jailbreak there, and it looks like they're going to give this one to number 19, Stavroff. I thought maybe Beckner was the last guy to touch it, but Stavroff will get Salmon Arm on the board, and the first shot of the game ends up going in. And disaster for the Spruce Kings as you had the play going your way, and one small mistake ends up in the back of your net. Prince George territory as the local product. Nathan Mackey takes the draw here up against Ty Gagnon.
Here's Charlie Bankier. And a hit there as Tristan Allen gets flattened by Bankier. Bankier still controlling the puck. Here's a turnover here as Nathan Mackey breaks out from his own end for Salmon Arm. He'll cut back, looking for a trailer. Here's Allen, takes a shot, tipped, and Owen Beckner with the deflection. And the Silverbacks take a 2-0 lead.
Allen with the shot, Beckner right place, right time, and Salmon Arm just doing nothing fancy but getting to those loose pucks and going right to the goal. That's what you're taught from a young age, and they tip this one home in this healthy crowd here at the Copar Memorial Arena. Definitely quiet here and definitely not the start the Spruce Kings were looking for.
6:30 remaining. Scott Cousins chips that in. Goodbrand chasing it down. Cousins and Foley get tied up inside the far side corner. Tristan Allen now with the puck. He'll bounce it off the sidewall. Bank here will shoot that right back in. Played by Foley. Sent towards center ice. Here's Lambert. He gets hauled down. And Charlie Bankier now at the puck for PG. Plays it up to Goodbrand. Cousins chasing it. He gets boxed out by Allen. Ethan Ulrich.
For the Spruce Kings confidence.
Face off to the glove side of Tuvel. Won by the Spruce Kings. As Grease steps up and tries to keep that. He gets dropped by Steele. And now Ethan Ulrich escaping. Ulrich drops it down to Allen. Gets played by Bankier, and Bankier quickly plays it up to Mackel. Mackel tries to deke around Beckner, but we've got a whistle here, and Stockfish down on the ice.
But the door swinging wide open here, Ethan, for the Spruce Kings as they're on the man advantage for essentially the rest of this period.
Whatever happened would have happened as the Spruce Kings were changing lines during that transition. So
what we can't say is that it's Isaac Lambert in the box for a double minor.
That for sure we can say. So Prince George on the power play. They've got 4 minutes to try to get one back with 3:45 remaining here in the period. Kai Greaves sends it up to Austin Fraser. Fraser comes in past the blue line. Fraser sends it over to Greaves. Greaves at the right point. He'll play it over to Fraser at the top of the left circle. Here's Mackel. He'll circle around. Comes in looking for a lane. Settles, takes a shot. That gets blocked by Martin. Mackel back with it. Tries to send it up to the point to Greaves, but that'll instead go all the way down to Aiden Fedema, and Greaves will have to go back and collect it for the Spruce Kings. Line change here for PG. Greaves getting chased down by Ulrich. He'll drop it back to McGregor Bennett. Here's Harrington over to Fidel. And puck gets sent back into the Prince George end as Ben LaFranc now out on the ice. 2:50 remaining. And LaFranc misplaced the puck. Harrington able to help him out. Here's Harrington now. He'll come in past the blue line. Puck gets flipped and put back towards center ice. Prince George struggling here on the power play to even get it inside the offensive zone. Harrington up to the point to LaFranc. LaFranc over to McGregor Bennett. He'll drop it down to Harrington. To LaFranc. LaFranc to Gagno. Gagno comes in looking for a lane. Drops it back to LaFranc. LaFranc takes a shot that goes off the post. Harrington back with it. And he gets the puck taken away by Steele. And here comes the Silverbacks now shorthanded. Reed Varconi takes a shot. Glove save made by Fedema. You like the flashy save, but that's just a situation you should not be in when you're on the power play, especially on a 4-minute power play at that. Now you've got over half of that man advantage now off the clock simply because you were struggling so much to get it inside the offensive zone. And faceoff gets won by the Silverbacks inside Prince George's end. As even this penalty kill finds themselves setting up inside the neutral zone. And they'll send it right back down. Aiden Fenema leaving it there for Kai Greaves. Here's Mako bringing the puck in. He sends it to the left corner, collects it, puts it up to Greaves. Greaves over to Goodbrand. Goodbrand to Greaves. Greaves puts a shot that gets blocked by Martin and cleared down the length of the ice. A minute 12 remaining in the power play. Greaves plays it down to McGregor Bennett. McGregor Bennett to Gagno. And we're inside the final minute here of the first period. Steele. Here's a turnover here. Harrington down low. Harrington will cut back, trying to find some space against Handful. Plays that up to LaFranc. LaFranc down to McGregor Bennett. Plays that over, tries to take a shot. That goes wide left. LaFranc keeps it in. Here's McGregor Bennett to Gagno. Gagno comes up top. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Harrington over to LaFranc, left wing. LaFranc drops it back to Gagno. Gagno in the slot, now drops it back to LaFranc. LaFranc takes a shot, loose and tapped in. Prince George gets one back, and they needed that.
Feels like a huge weight was lifted off the shoulders as frustrating as a power play as that was. The Spruce Kings finally get one. As they work the point, LaFranc, who rung the iron a short time ago, feathers it through, and John Harrington saw the puck lying on top of the blue paint on a yawning cage and tucked it home. And a much-needed goal here for the Prince George Spruce Kings in the period's dying seconds.
Oh, that gets some momentum back, some life back into this building as well. As here's Austin Fraser coming up with some physicality here in the final few seconds. Schneider down to Fraser. And that'll bring the end to the opening 20 minutes of play. He tries to play that up to Bourgault. Bourgault gets met by Bank here, and he gets flattened. Now Levine carries the puck across center ice. Here's Foley. He gets broken off the puck by Mackel. Bank here plays that. And Amron Babber will collect it from behind the net. Fraser. Play a big hit there. Bourgault hits the end wall, and a penalty coming here. A tripping penalty going to Prince George. Looks like Amron Babber will be the one to head off to the penalty box as he's in disagreement of the call.
So now a big power play here for Salmon Arms. Silverbacks with the 8th rated man advantage in the BCHL so far in these playoffs. Spruce Kings, the 10th best penalty kill in the postseason. So the door swinging wide open for Salmon Arm to come up and reclaim that 2-goal lead they had earlier, and they put their top unit back out there.
Face-off won by the Silverbacks. Here's Allen. He'll feed it over to Beckner. Beckner down low. Taps it in. Easy tic-tac-toe play there for Salmon Arm as Nathan Mackey ends up coming up with the power play goal. Quick work there with the man advantage on their first power play opportunity of the game.
Yeah, you can really tell he enjoys playing against the Spruce Kings as one of his hometown teams that he probably watched growing up, and he taps it in here. That's point number 3 in the game for 24 in purple, and a good puck movement there. They broke down the box, and Mackey with a step on his man, nothing fancy. All I had to do is slide it in and light the lamp for a 3-1 lead.
Spruce Kings now back in that position where they're now down by 2. And Fidel gets dropped by Mackey. And here comes the Silverbacks back in transition. Shot! And Stavrov comes up and makes it 4-1.
And that's going to do it for Fedema. 4 goals on 12 shots. And Spruce Kings in free fall here, Ethan. They were just a 1-goal game a moment ago, and now they've scored 2 straight. Fairley's going to come back in, but this team just can't get it together right now.
11:16 remaining here in the second period. Shots on goal 14-12. And Salmon Arm able to score 4 goals with those 12 shots. Side. Fraser trying to find some space to Schrader. Schrader sends it over to Bankier. Battle in front. Puck in the slot. Schneider now, right wing circle to Bankier. Bankier, right point, takes a shot, tipped, and scored! scores. Owen Goodbrand.
Bankier with the point shot. Not sure if it went off Goodbrand or a salmon arm player, but either way, Spruce Kings get a cheeky one there late, and if there's ever a time to get some momentum, now would be it. As you get offense from your defense, and it's a 20-year-old Bankier, not known for his goal scoring, but lets a shot go and it leaks through Tavel for a 5-2 game.
As we're about ready to get the third period underway here inside Copar Memorial Arena. Harrington and Varconi taking the draw, and Prince George wins the faceoff, and Bankier will put that right off the end wall, trying to make it a quick opportunity. Mako on the backhand, unable to get that shot away. Puck comes out, Bankier on Varconi. Here's McGregor Bennett, overskates the puck, ends up a near tripping call. Could have been called there on McGregor Bennett, but here's Santa Juana trying to play that up to Beckner. He does. Here's Ulrich now crossing center ice. Ulrich will send that in, and Fairley will cover that one up and force a whistle. 18:54 remaining here in the third period. Tied up. Santa Juana comes up with it. Santa Juana gets hauled down, and delay call coming here from the official around center ice. And a tripping call being handed by the official who was furthest away from what was happening. Ends up handing a tripping penalty to Ben LaFranc.
Yeah, tough sequence there for LaFranc. He was in the battle. There was a good tie-up there between him and the salmon arm attacker. And victimized there by the furthest away official, as the one closest to the play elected not to make that call.
Santa Juana sends it up to the point. Tristan Allen. Here's Beckner. Beckner gets converged by Killian McGregor Bennett. Up to Allen. Allen over to the left wing. Here's Ulrich to the slot. Santa Juana up to Allen. Allen winds up over to Beckner. Beckner. His pass gets deflected, broken up by McGregor Bennett as he battles trying to get to the puck. McGregor Bennett tries to get to it. Here's Beckner now coming along the left wing side. Mackey sends that up to Ulrich. Ulrich to Allen. Allen back to Ulrich. Ulrich steps in, puts it in the slot. Tic-tac-toe. Nathan Mackey makes it 6-2.
It's an absolutely lethal power play here, and that's Mackey's 4th point of the game. As Ulrich will most likely get one of the helpers. But this salmon arm power play absolutely lethal tonight, and has been the difference in this one. It's the combination of Mackey and Stavrov that have driven the bus for salmon arm, a combined 7 points on the night, and likely the turning point of this one.
Sends it up to Bankier. Bankier comes in. He'll cut back, tries to deke around. He gets knocked down by Stavrov, and Mackey gets dropped by Greaves. Here's Mackey. Mackey now tries to feed in Gillespie. Near big collision there as Gillespie had his stick just completely blown out of his hand by Bankier. Here comes Schneider. Bankier comes in past the blue line, takes a shot. That gets blocked. Here's Greaves. He'll feed it back over to Bankier. Bankier winds up, takes a shot. That goes wide left, collected by Greaves. Greaves now down low, working the puck against Bourgault. McGregor Bennett now. He gets forced off the puck. Greaves trying to wrap around. Ends up losing it. McGregor Bennett back on it. McGregor Bennett now, left wing side. Puck comes out past the blue line. Greaves sends it over to Bankier. Up to Harrington. Harrington comes in. Takes a shot, and that gets pressed against the chest of Tubble. Hit there from Bankier on Brandon Santa Juana. Here's Harrington now, coming in, deking around, trying to get something, draws a penalty. Puck comes back to Jordan Fairley. He'll leave it there for defenseman Ben LaFranc. LaFranc drops it back to Harrington. Harrington sends it over to McGregor Bennett. McGregor Bennett over to Gagnon. Gagnon plays that down. Harrington down low. He'll come along the right wing side. He'll come up top. Drops down. He'll drop it off to Gagnon. Gagnon will center himself up. He'll drop, puts a shot, and that gets caught up and fed to the near side corner. Here's McGregor Bennett now trying to create some space. Ulrich picks up the puck for Salmon Arm, and he'll come out past the blue line and into the offensive zone. Ulrich now will press the puck up against the end wall deep inside the Prince George end. Ben LaFranc will feed that up to Austin Fraser. Fraser comes in past the blue line, drops it back to Schneider. Schneider to Greaves. Greaves steps in, takes a shot. Glove save made by Tubble with 4:32 remaining here in the third period.
Bit of a nonchalant change there by some of the players coming off on that first unit. You know, it took about 5 or 6 seconds there to get that new unit completely back on, and again, there just needs to be a lot more urgency from the Spruce Kings in regards to some of those situations, and we're just not seeing that on a consistent basis so far tonight, and it's one of the things that has come back to bite the Spruce Kings in this best of 7.
Puck comes up, Kai Greaves at the right point. He'll feed it to Fraser. Fraser sends that down low to Goodbrand. Here's Schneider. Schneider to Fraser. Fraser, Mackel with a wide open net, fans on the opportunity as that's to set that up back to Greaves. Here's Fraser, takes a shot, and a save made by Tubble.
It's par for the course at this point, Ethan. Fraser breaks down the box perfectly. Mackel was wide open, had a yawning cage in front, and he just healed it, and see him slunched over with his head facing the ice there. It's one for bad luck. There'd be no luck at all, unfortunately, and for Lyndon Mackel, that was definitely the case there, as missed a wide open cage.
Face off inside the Salmon Arm end, won by the Silverbacks as Amron Badwell will chase the puck down on the left point. He'll try to feed that down to Gagnon.